The name of this exercise is Avoidance and Axis Smoothing, and this exercise is also part of the section called Create Variable Axis Guide Curve Operations. I already tried to do it and it gave me an error, and then I find out why the error was happening. Okay, first step, we need to flip the part over just like this, and then we're gonna modify the existing. The reason why there is so many mistakes is because the instructions are not up to date. For example, here it's telling me to create a new variable guide curve operation, when in reality is asking to modify the existing operation, which is this one, the previous one here, and that's why I was getting this error. So we're gonna go into the operation itself, and then the instructions are asking us to select the part, and we know that the part is already selected, correct? And then on the cut area, we know that this is the cut area, right? But we're gonna have to change it. We change it to this area here, so we're gonna go into the selection of the surface, and we're gonna delete the one that we already have, and then we're gonna select this surface, and we're gonna say okay. And then the next step is selecting morphing on the pattern type, which is already there, and then we're gonna select the curves that we need for this exercise. We're gonna delete this curve, and then we're gonna delete this other curve, and then it's asking us to select this curve, and then add another set of curves, and we're gonna select this curve here. And then one of the steps is asking us to, it says in the X group for number, enter 20, click OK. Who knows what that's supposed to mean? I don't know what that means. In the variable guiding curves dialog box, in the avoidance and axis smoothing group, for avoidance select till retract. So it's asking us to come here, and then in the avoidance we select tilt and retract, and then in the input controls we just say okay. And what we are supposed to do next is just to regenerate the path, the tool path. But we're gonna get an error. Why we having an error? Because, like I said, the instructions are not up to date. We're supposed to get rid of this closed curves, so we're going to the geometry, and then here on specify containment loops, we just get rid of this, all of them. And then we say okay. It's now when we click in generate that we find out that that was the problem, and then it's giving us this message. We just click OK, and as you can see, the tool here on this area is retracting like way up. But let's see where the tool is starting. It's supposed to start here. That looks okay. We're gonna click a stop, and then we're gonna click OK. And we're gonna go. This is not in the instructions. I'm just going to do it myself here. We're going into into non-cutting moves. And then here, we're gonna select plane, and then we're gonna select this face, and then we're gonna input or type 12 millimeters, and that's gonna help with the retracting. However, we know that at the very end the tool is just there, it's not retracting. So I'm assuming that we probably could do something different about this. I don't know if the when the tool path in the machine finishes, it's gonna retract just along the axis of the tool. I hope so. But this potentially could be a problem. So caution is needed. But for now, we're just gonna click OK and finish this exercise right here. We're gonna stop.